Happy belated New Year!
Well, thank you, Kevin. Happy belated New Year to you. That's right. Of
course.
A little bit into the new year.
Yeah. We're a couple weeks in right now, but it's the first time Trailer Hitch has been in 2018.
That's right.
And we're gonna own it.
2018. It's new Trailer Hitch, new year, new Trailer Hitch, new us, right? Am
Yes,
I right?
new us. Yeah. What's new with you?
No, I mean, nothing.
Yeah, I don't really have anything new going on either.
Yeah,
you want to
so-
just talk about trailers?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
You can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch. Trailer hitch.
Turn the lights, grab a seat, pour yourselves a whiskey neat. It's time to judge the shit out of these future releases by the movie trailers. We're Trailer Hitch. This movie might totally suck, but the whiskey sure is going down fine. Yeah, we're Trailer Hitch.
Wait, no, I did get a haircut. Wait, that was back in 2017. Never mind. No, nothing really is different about me.
I actually just got a haircut today.
Oh, it looks very nice.
Oh, now you're noticing it, huh? After I said something about it.
I
Shows a lot about your character there, Kevin.
You know, your
Yeah.
hair always looks great, and so I feel like it's just an unspoken thing that your hair always rules.
All right, I'll allow it. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
to my new haircut. 2018.
Hi, I'm Kevin, by the way.
James.
This is Trailer Hitch, where we rate and review movie trailers. Mm-hmm. Now, the process for this is very complicated, so strap yourselves in.
I'm listening, man.
All right, we review trailers by the criteria of need to see more, or never need to see it. If James and I both give a trailer a need to see, we watch that movie, we come back, we do a bonus episode in which we review the movie and the trailer in hindsight and kind of compare and contrast them.
Because that means the trailer's good.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, need to see it, mostly good.
Yeah, I just realized that wasn't that complicated. Well, anyway, I'm glad that you joined us in on that.
Yeah.
So we got 3 main drag trailers.
Yeah,
for
we're
all
going
of
to
you.
dive right in here. We missed a lot. There's a lot of trailers that come out in December, in the beginning of January.
Right.
So you got those
Right.
Oscar bait movies. You got blockbusters coming in spring. You got a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And like trailer companies, I have to assume, and marketing companies are like, listen, you're just in like your parents' basement, like during like that Christmas and New Year's
Watching
time.
YouTube.
Yeah, because it's like
Just
your
hiding from your family.
Well, it's like your parents went to bed at 9 and
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know, you're still awake.
Yeah.
And so,
And
yeah,
you're
they're
like,
dropping
Mom,
stuff.
it's 7 p.m. my time in Los Angeles, so I
Right,
don't know why you're
right.
going to bed. I get it. That's all I was doing this Christmas.
And then you go to bed 2 hours later,
Yeah.
which is 9 p.m. in Los Angeles time.
just watching trailers the entire time. Really.
Letting them lull you to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully these trailers keep you awake, James, because
Which trailers do we have here?
we have Tully, we
Okay.
have Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8?
And we have Game Over Man.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so and these span for a while because I know the Ocean's 8 trailer came out a while ago.
Right.
The Game Over Man trailer came out
Like
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, from the
and
time
then
it was recorded.
Tully just came out. So
Correct.
so we're trying to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, a little mix.
We're
of what
kind
we
of like
mixed here.
sampling platter,
Yeah.
like all the trailers that came out over time.
That's a
like,
good way of putting it.
Yeah, a little something from Christmas, a little sip from New Year's.
From New Year's, yeah.
And
Let's just dive in. We don't have anything else to say, really, right?
I say that we talk about Tully right now.
Okay, let's do it. It's the most recent trailer.
Yes, here we go.
Let's watch it.
Hey, frozen pizza, awesome.
Hello. I'm Tully. I'm here to take care of you.
All right, so I'm really taken aback because I'm pretty sure I've already seen Sully. This is a story starring Tom Hanks, and it's directed by Clint Eastwood. I'm pretty
No.
sure it came out. I don't know why they're releasing another trailer 2 years after the fact,
Kevin,
but it's a what?
We're not talking about Sully. We're talking about Tully. Tully with a T. T.
I'm gonna have to change my notes. Do you want to
I
take
saw-
over on like who's in this and what it's about?
Sure, yeah. So Tully with a T is starring Charlize Theron, one of our favorites.
All right, that's
on the
one.
show.
That's one difference immediately. Okay.
Ron Livingston. Apparently, Mark Duplass is also in this.
Oh, okay.
And
Is-
Mackenzie Davis.
Oh, okay. Is Mackenzie Davis on the flight that
No.
Can you-
Kevin, this
what?
is not Sully.
Okay.
It's not Sully.
All right. No, all
You're
right.
sullying the good name of Trailer Hitch by fucking up so much.
But then you keep the good name of Trailer Hitch alive with a pun.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be back.
A pun for the wrong movie, but a pun nonetheless. This is directed by Jason Reitman, actually one of my favorite directors. He hasn't made a movie that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, let's see what
Well, the
his-
last movie he made, I believe, was Labor Day, and
Men, Women, and Children was his last one.
that was the Adam Sandler one, right?
Yeah,
it was
and it
very
was-
social media.
Yeah, and how it's
aware.
like technology's bad for
Right.
you. Anyway.
Well, he's
it
had
is-
some good movies.
Yeah, and this is also written by Diablo Cody.
The writer of Juno, right?
Juno, Jennifer's Body, Young Adult, and if I'm not mistaken, okay, so she's been dipping her toes into TV for the most part.
Okay. Did you see Young Adult?
I did see Young Adult.
What did you think of that in general?
It's solid. It's really, it's definitely a stark tone shift
Yeah.
from Juno.
Yeah.
And I think as long as you're prepared for it to be like kind of a darker movie, yeah, I mean, like it's an interesting
Yeah, I
character
wasn't.
study.
So
Okay, yeah.
anyway, let's talk more about Tully. I almost said Sully. Let's talk
Oh,
about
but-
Tully with a T.
Hey, I mean, before we go on, we have to give a random shout out.
Oh, let's not forget the random shout out to
Yes.
the most important people on the set.
Yes, because, ladies and gentlemen, the top billed people, they always hog all the credit, but there's a lot of people in a movie. So we here at Trailer Hitch like to give a shout out to a actor or someone who probably isn't going to get shouted out.
That's
You know
right.
what
The
I mean?
Ron Livingstons of this world don't want us to do this. But guess what, Ron Livingston? We're doing it. We're doing it.
Stop hogging all the glory, Ron! All right, so our shout out is going to go to Kitty Crystal, who plays bartender. Hey, Kitty, cool name.
That's a cool name.
Good
yeah.
job.
Maybe a real name, maybe a fake name. Who knows?
I'm not judging either way.
Oh, no, not at all.
All right, so here's what's going on with Tully. It's really short. It's like a minute and a half, minute 45
Yeah,
trailer.
it's under 2 minutes, which is that's kind of uncommon now.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of trailers are pushing that 2.5 minute mark.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts off with a woman asleep. She's out of focus, and a baby cries through a baby monitor. And begrudgingly, she gets up. She starts her day. She's coddling this baby. All of a sudden, now it's morning. She's still coddling this baby. She's starting to fall asleep. And it really just highlights how draining being a mom can be. And
Quite literally.
yeah.
Later in
and-
the trailer when she's draining the milk from her body.
Yes, that's true. But even when she gets a moment where she can relax, she's on her phone,
Yeah.
and then whoop, she drops the phone on the baby. Baby starts crying again.
And what do you think of that moment, Kevin?
I thought it was pretty funny.
It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And I don't always laugh at babies getting hit in the head with stuff, but
But you know what?
Sometimes it works.
This hit the spot for
yeah.
me. Yes.
It hit the baby on the head, as the saying goes.
There's probably someone who has said
Let's
that.
not make that a saying.
Anyway.
We're going to get in trouble.
On top of having this baby, the mom, played by Charlize Theron, has two smaller kids.
yeah,
Like,
so
they've-
I think 3 total, right?
Yeah,
Is
she
it-
has 3 total kids,
Yeah.
including the baby. You get the sense that, she's giving everything she can to these kids, but like these kids also kind of like help her de-stress a little bit. There's a really great shot where she's in the bath and one of her daughters is shampooing her hair.
Yeah.
And so, like, you can get the sense that even though this is a lot of work, the kids kind of appreciate it, at least somewhat.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so through all of this, like through all of the effort and time, it's dinner time. She makes a pizza. She just sort of tosses it on the table.
What kind of pizza, Kevin?
It is oven pizza.
A lot of us call it frozen pizza.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
It really shows what kind of effort you're putting into making dinner here, Charlize Theron,
Right.
by making that frozen pizza.
And, she sits down and you can tell it's like, good God, I finally have a second to
The
sit.
biggest sigh in the world.
Yeah, and then her husband walks in and just goes, frozen pizza again. And the
Well, no, he says
drip-
frozen pizza. Awesome.
dripping with like disdain,
Yeah.
condescension, and like the look that Charlize Theron gives him could melt ice caps. It's just the resentment there is so perfect. And I was like, okay, cool. Like this is a really good snapshot of motherhood. And then right at the end, there's a knock on the door.
Well, we get the title card first.
Yes.
And the first time watching it, the movie is just called Tully. So I assumed, this...
The mom is Tully.
Charlize Theron is Tully.
Right.
And this is just a movie about her.
Right. But then there's a knock on the door.
Little do we know.
And a woman is at the door, and she says, "Hi, my name is Tully, and I'm here to save you."
Help you, I think she says.
Yeah, or help you.
Yeah. Take care of you.
That's it.
I'm here to take
Yes.
care of you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'd like to throw synonyms at you here on Trailer Hitch.
I got a thesaurus. Thesaurus? I got the thesaurus here.
I'll look up a synonym for thesaurus.
I got the synonym book.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So that is Tully.
Yes.
That girl is Tully.
And so,
Played by Mackenzie Davis, I
correct.
think. Yeah.
And that's the trailer as we know it. And so I really like the tone. I really like the comedy that's within it.
There's 2 jokes, but both of them knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Both jokes are hilarious.
Yeah, but like both of them are definitely like they're centered around character. And like you get a good sense of what it can be like to be a mother throughout all of this, and I found it really interesting. And like bear in mind, respect mothers quite a bit, but I don't remember what I was like as a baby. I don't know how.
I was a fucking terror.
My parents keep telling me I was a good baby, but like there seems to be like this layer of you were really good, and like I've always wondered, was I a little shit? And it really makes you appreciate the amount of time and effort that has to go into caring,
absolutely.
not just for a baby, but for multiple children running around your house, and how you don't have any time for yourself. And those moments where Charlize Theron gets time to herself immediately are eroded because, she drops her phone, because of course she's fucking tired. She got up in the middle of the night with that kid. And so I'm really invested in Charlize Theron's character, and of note, she has not spoken a word of dialogue.
In the entire trailer.
Yeah.
She could play a mute, for all we know.
For all we know. Maybe Tully is just her anger translator, as it were.
There you go.
Just, she shoots that glance, and then Tully leans over and is like, bro, fuck off.
You done fucked up, man.
She has had a night and a day, and will have many more. Just let her fucking relax for a second.
Back the fuck off, Ron Livingston.
Right. And so overall, I did. I really enjoyed the trailer. And it's kind of interesting because I'm pretty invested in this. And at the same time, other than that snapshot of motherhood, I don't really know what this is going to be about. Because I don't know who Tully is. And we can crack jokes and shit. But ultimately, I have no idea how Tully is going to help her. And is this going to just be a nanny? And is this going to be just a woman appreciating the company of another woman who kind of helps her see that her husband is a bit of a prick?
I don't think she needs help seeing that.
But I mean, I guess to vocalize it and to stand up for herself.
Sure, there you go. Yeah.
Or are we going to go like completely left field with it and Tully's just like, I'm going to kidnap your 3 kids, and then that way you get like 2 weeks or so where you can just sleep.
Yeah.
I have no idea where this is going.
Yeah.
But that said, I'm still pretty interested in it. How about you?
I thought it was a really, really well-balanced trailer. Like you said, it's so short, but you get everything about this mother's day-to-day life in like the first 40 seconds even.
Yeah.
Like you said, after she drops her phone, which is hilarious. Like I can't describe to you guys why it's so funny, but it just is. It's just such a somber beginning of her waking up and grudgingly going over.
And I think it's part of it. And I also think, again, like, I think partly it's funny because it makes it relatable, but then also the fact that, once the baby stops crying, all the music cuts out, and then the second the baby starts crying again and we crash to another car, that music kicks in, but even heavier and harder. Almost to kind of like
tempo, and it picks up speed and
Yeah.
picks up energy.
Yeah, and like it adds more instrumentation to it too, just to kind of give like a sense of like it almost plays into what's going on in her mind, because it's like she already has like the fucking draining experience of having a kid, but then in addition, oh my god, now I just dropped a phone on my fucking baby.
Of course,
and so yeah, I think that it is really funny,
and I think it's because the beginning of the trailer before she drops the phone plays it so calm and somber, you know, and it's something you're familiar with. You're like, this is clearly an exhausted mother getting up to tend to her crying baby. And even when I was watching it, I was kind of like, I've seen this 1,000 times, like on TV shows or on movies. I'm
it's-
kind of curious.
It is definitely a familiar concept. Although, I want to shout out that very first shot in the trailer where the baby starts crying in the monitor. I love that Charlize Theron is out of focus throughout that entire thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that is like the thing in her life. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I thought that was great.
Anyway, I'm just saying that's why I think the humor, her dropping the phone, works so much, because it kind of lulls you into a feeling of, oh, I'm familiar with this character.
Yeah.
An exhausted mother. Like, there's hundreds of sitcoms with that character. There's hundreds and thousands of movies with that character. When she drops the phone, you know you're in for something a little different. And that's when it really starts. The energy is really exciting. Then the montage happens. Like you said, the music kicks in and it's really good. But like you said, they mix in a lot of really heartwarming moments of the mom spending time with her kids.
Yeah.
Getting her face painted by one of them. And you could tell that there's genuine, like, love on her face when she's getting her face painted.
She's exhausted as shit, but there's love on her face.
Yeah, she's happy in that moment, too. But it's also mixed with the exhausting stuff,
Yeah,
and
it's
her
mixed,
crashing on the couch.
Yeah, as
Yep.
like the kids are running around behind her. Yeah,
and then capping it off with the pizza moment. The pizza thing is really funny because we have now seen this woman's life and seen what she has to put up with all day, every day. And to get a comment like that, and even like Ron Livingston, I don't know your character's name, I'm just gonna keep calling you Ron. Like, he probably has zero idea that he's putting attitude on that.
Right.
He probably thinks he's like putting up a front of, like,
Oh,
this
this
is
is
so
nice."
great,
Yeah.
honey. But it's just so badly veiled. You
right.
know? It's just so
100%.
obvious.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was so impressed that it did it in such a short amount of time. Then Tully comes to the door, and you're right. What the fuck is this movie gonna be about?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. You think you do. It's like, oh, it's just gonna be about this mom and this family. No. It's gonna be about something that they're not exactly sharing with us yet.
Yeah.
Which I find very intriguing.
Yeah.
But I liked your theory about maybe a nanny. I thought maybe because Charlize Theron is on her phone throughout the trailer, maybe she's experimenting on, like, dating sites.
Sure.
And this Tully is someone that she did not expect to show up
that
at
could be
her
interesting.
house. Like, when she first showed up, I was like, oh, is this another kid that she has? But I'm like, wait, no, that would only be a surprise for a dad, I think.
Right, yeah, she'd
mom
be aware.
Yeah. So, yeah, or maybe it's a long-lost sister. I don't know. It could go so many different ways, and I'm very intrigued by it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I liked the trailer a lot.
Yeah. Now, what would you rate the trailer, sir?
I'm going to rate this and need to see it.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah, it's just, like, emotional enough and funny enough and, like, grounded enough for me to be really into it. I really liked it, and I'm excited to see a Jason Reitman movie again, because it's been a while.
Aw.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so for me, I do really like it. And it's not really a concern. It's just, again, I don't really have enough information to go off of. But, like, as a main character, now with the arrival of Tully, I'm curious, and I guess the movie is called Tully, so there's a good chance that she is the protagonist. But at the same time, like, who's the character that is, like, actually making the changes and stuff? That's something that's sort of up in the air, and I can't wait to find out, because it's a need to see for me, too!
I thought you were going in a different direction there, Kevin. 2018, but you're still throwing me for a fucking loop all the time.
I like playing my tricks, yes,
That's right.
that hasn't changed.
Yeah, you're a good old Tully, as they say. No, that's not a thing. Never mind.
Maybe that is a saying. Someone somewhere might have said that.
Maybe
Anyway,
after this movie, when she turns out to be a con woman, we can say Tully.
You've been tullied.
You've been tullied. There
Exactly.
you go. Calling it now.
All right, so whenever Tully comes out, by the look of it, that looks to be April. James and I are going to see it, going to come back to you guys. We're going to play a little clip of this review that you just heard, and then talk about the movie and the trailer in hindsight. So yes, Tully, if you get a chance to watch this trailer, you should definitely do that. But before you do that, you should hear our thoughts on Ocean's 8.
Yeah, we got some more trailers.
I mean,
to do.
like, we were talking about con people for a good chunk of the Tully trailer. I feel like this has been on our mind, James.
Oh, it was a given segue.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's dive right into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Good afternoon, Miss Ocean. As you know, parole is a privilege.
It's a mistake, but it happened. And if I were to be released, I would just want the simple life. I just want to hold down a job, make some friends, pay my bills.
Even if this was possible, you'd need 20 people.
7 people.
Why do you need to do this?
Because it's what I'm good at. How long would it take you to make 7 pieces of jewelry?
5 or 6 hours.
How long if I told you didn't have to live with your mother anymore?
इसलिए तुम्हारे पास कोई पति नहीं है. Less.
God damn it, Kevin, we should have said diving into the ocean. Diving into the ocean.
It was mostly there.
It wrote itself, man.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's our first episode back this year.
The
so.
cobwebs are still coming off, for sure, yeah. And I mean,
we said that last year at our first episode of 2017 as well.
For sure. I at least feel like subconsciously it's like diving, like we were still sort of there.
Yeah.
But like, so it's like we're improving. Whatever.
I'm okay with
this. This is Ocean's 8. This is directed by Gary Ross, co-written by Gary Ross and Olivia Milch, who, by the way, I was just looking up. Olivia Milch has like a bunch of projects that are in the pipeline now, but she seems to be like a relatively, as far as IMDb is concerned, relatively a new screenwriter. So hey, Olivia, awesome. Welcome
Good
to
job.
the fold.
Yeah, welcome.
All right, so this is starring a bunch of people.
Should we hit the main 8?
Sandra Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, Sarah Paulson, IMDb scattered all these names, so I'm going to try my best. Helena Bonham Carter, Rihanna, Mindy Kaling, Aquafina.
Water?
Yeah, the person.
Okay.
There's apparently a person, Aquafina.
Do they get paid from Aquafina, the water?
I mean, I would certainly hope so.
You got to get some sort of endorsement.
Right? I feel like I would be willing to rename myself, Dr. Pepper.
Aquafina's Pepsi, right?
I feel like I could go. Do you think I could rock a Dr. Thunder? Because I feel like I could probably.
No.
Really?
No, I don't. You're definitely not cool enough for Dr. Thunder. How about Mr. Pibb? I would call you Mr. Pibb all the time. I'm going to do it right now.
It's an underrated soda, but it's just such an uninspiring name. Which, by the way, so far this has been uninspiring, so let's keep moving on.
Okay, Mr. Pibb.
God damn it. A random shout out is going to go to Denisa Juhos, who plays the party girl. Hey!
Party goer?
She's the party girl. Hey.
Oh, party girl. Okay.
Denisa, great job. Sorry I probably butchered your last name. So, anyway.
Ocean's... The big cast is what we're getting at here.
So, Ocean's 8 begins with Sandra Bullock's character. She is in prison at a parole hearing, basically gives her, oh, no, for real, I'm just going to be good as soon as I get out of prison.
Exactly the way the Ocean's 11 movie started.
Right. And
George Clooney.
She gets out and... Yeah, pretty much right away. She's assembling a crew together.
Exactly the way Ocean's 11 went.
Right. Okay. And, she goes, and the trailer makes it a point to, really specify just on the process of getting these different women together to join this crew. And
getting the team together.
Yeah, and what I will say to the trailer's credit, I do get a pretty solid sense of the characters that are being shown. I don't necessarily know what role they play in the crew per se, but I get at least a solid sense of what's driving the characters. Mindy Kaling is doing this because ultimately it'd be pretty nice to not have to deal with her mom who's on her ass all the time.
Yep. Sarah Paulson, bored housewife.
Yeah, and
Cate Blanchett, we didn't really get much for.
Sure, but
she's clearly her right-hand woman.
Yeah, but Rihanna, I understand her character isn't going to talk that much and just sort of be this badass hacker.
She a hacker? Is that what? I didn't even get that.
Yeah, I mean, because her mouse, her tracking ball wasn't.
That was a mouse?
Yeah.
I thought she was just playing with a pool ball.
I mean, it could have been that too.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Do you want a duck season, wabbit season this?
Not really, because I don't know.
You don't have enough stock invested?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's true. I'm on the fence myself about it.
That's totally fair. So yeah, I mean, the trailer does make it a point to see this crew getting assembled, growing bigger and bigger, and then the trailer is oh, by the way, this is the job. And by that point, I sort of blinked and went, oh, okay, I guess we'll get the job, too. What's going on?
Yeah.
That particular job is they are stealing this necklace that is worth $150 billion off of the neck of Anne Hathaway's character.
Right.
seems audacious.
Sure.
It seems like it'll be pretty hard because, you know, like with most of the Ocean's movies, it's like we're like going to steal this large sum of money, or we're going to steal this jewel out of the case that's in this casino. But like, it's going to be pretty hard for Anne Hathaway to not know that the necklace is on her neck.
Smash and grab job, Kevin, eh?
I guess so.
That's a line that Matt Damon says in the first Ocean's movie.
Oh God, are you just going to be?
I really like Ocean's 11.
I do too.
Like a lot, and okay. I'll have some things to say after you're done.
Okay, and that's pretty much the trailer. It's assembling this crew. It's giving you some detail about the job and going from there. Trailer definitely pushes its style quite a bit. Now, granted, that style is pretty familiar if you are a fan of the Ocean's movies. Mm-hmm. And so, even though I'm pretty sure Steven Soderbergh, who's the director of those movies, serves as like a producer role on this, it still feels like it's working off of the template of those movies.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, I really love that style, and it's like pretty cool to see it, but at the same time, I do kind of wish this would come with a style of its own, but like even with like some of like the humor and like the characters, like I am definitely getting a lot of the older Ocean's movies in this. And I'm all for the concept. Like I'm all for like these 8 women, and like specifically like Mindy Collins' character seems like she's going to be a shitload of fun, and like
she has the one good joke in the trailer, I thought.
Sure. Well, I liked. She also has the joke about, you know, them watching the footage of this party and her being like, honestly, can we just go and not steal anything?
That was pretty good. I didn't laugh at that one, but it was pretty decent. And obviously, just to give listeners context, we're talking about the joke where she says, "How long can you make these jewelry in?" She says 7 to 8 hours. How long? If I told you didn't have to live with your mom again, less.
Yeah.
Great delivery, great joke. It's funny. Because you're expecting her to say, like, 1 or 2 or, okay, I'm in, or something cliche. But it was simple and it was funny.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I do wish that this distinguished itself a little bit more from 11, 12, 13.
Agreed. I liked the music. I think Boots Are Made for Walking is a fantastic choice for the concept of this movie. I also liked how it started with I believe the original song, and then as the trailer progressed, it went into more of a remix cover of Boots. I just think it just felt so much like Ocean's, and I appreciate that they're going away from the casino.
Right.
You got to do something to separate yourself, and that helps. I don't know. Like Sandra Bullock's scene in the prison parole hearing thing. If I was sitting on that parole board, I would be like, "You're clearly lying to me. Every word you say is obvious that you mean the opposite. So parole denied."
You seem to really hesitate before you said pay your bills.
Yeah.
And something seems fishy about this.
It's just like, she's just not she's playing it way too, like, overly coy. Of, like, wink, wink, everyone. Everyone knows that what I'm about to do after this, including the parole board, they're not going to let you leave. Stop tipping your hand here.
Right.
And, like, them meeting up with the girl who was playing...
the girl who's like, find the queen. Or whatever.
Find the queen. Yeah, like that girl, she's clearly like the sleight of hand person who was Matt Damon's character. Cate Blanchett is clearly the right-hand woman who is obviously Brad Pitt's character. Sandra Bullock is obviously an Ocean. She's related to George Clooney's Danny Ocean at some point, or in some way, a cousin or a sister or whatever. And it just seemed too much like Ocean's 11, I guess. I was kind of disappointed with it. There you go.
Yeah, and I mean, because my expectations were fairly low, because I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, it's a reboot. Coming into it, I did appreciate the humor. And I do think that Sandra Bullock, I agree, is like a bit too coy in the beginning.
Yeah.
But like overall, I feel like she definitely has a lot of swagger and a lot of charisma.
Once she got out of the prison area, I was really liking her character more. But that jail scene, it was really hard for me to be like, what person would believe her here? she's so obviously not meaning anything she's saying.
Right. So yeah, it's one of those things where like there's good stuff in it, and like I suppose it'd be silly to assume that they would find a completely different visual palette, and I don't necessarily think that that would be the right play, but to at least distinguish it a little bit more from like the previous entries, and like especially, you know, where you aptly were like calling out like this character is specifically like this character in the old movies.
Yeah.
You know, to find like other distinguishing factors, I think is what would make this a need to see for me.
Yeah.
And lacking that for me, it's a need to see more. I
Yeah.
mean, like, again, I can appreciate it, but is there enough different that would make me say, yes, I should see this instead of just watching the original trilogy again? Not enough for a theater.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably see this at some point, but like, after watching this trailer, I'm not really like running out to see it.
So one more thing though that I wanted to say about it was, so all the Ocean's movie they're doing a con, right? They're doing a job.
Yeah.
All of them also kind of have another job within the job, right? Another con within the con.
Yes.
They're incepting the con, as you will. I feel like you shouldn't say that in the trailer, though. Like, for example, Cate Blanchett in the trailer says you shouldn't be doing a job within the job, right?
Right.
Like, she says something like that. But, like, you're watching this trailer, and you don't get any visual cues that that's happening. So that line is kind of just, like, unnecessary. You're just, like, throwing that in there to be like, it's another Ocean's movie, get it? Because there's a con within the con.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of... I don't think the other ones really advertised that. That's more of a surprise.
I don't mind cons within cons, because then at that point they're pros. Because and for me the pro for that is like it does kind of like add an extra layer to the movie.
Yeah.
But I will agree that flat out announcing it in the trailer is maybe not the best
Especially
play.
when you're not showing the con within a con.
Yeah.
You're just saying it. So you just kind of spoiled that a little bit.
For
here.
sure. Which, speaking of spoiling stuff, we should probably note that if you are like, hey, after that interview, I really don't want Matt Damon to make a cameo. Here's hoping George Clooney makes a cameo. At the end of the trailer, there's a pretty... and it's not long.
No, it's very short.
There's a shot where Sandra Bullock's character is sitting in front of the grave of Danny Ocean.
Yep.
And so, I mean, now, to be fair, there are a couple of different things here. There could be a cameo very early on, and then George Clooney just gets hit by a bus.
Which just doesn't feel, like, good.
George Clooney could be, like, Yoda'd in at one point. Maybe Sandra Bullock is like, oh man, like all of my usual con tricks aren't working, and then Danny Ocean steps up and just lights her laptop on fire and laughs at her and is like, no, the Ocean way is to just wing it.
You know what? George Clooney kind of Yoda's in to save Sandra Bullock in Gravity as well.
He does! In retrospect, he does.
It's gonna be the new George Clooney thing. Any Sandra Bullock movie, George Clooney is just gonna appear and save the day.
Bullock just on the sideline, man, I really want this kid that I picked up on the street to be good at football. And then, like, I mean, I'm sure fucking George Clooney Yoda's in and is like, put him in as running back. If not, I would like Sandra Bullock's character to make her own choices. But anyway, yeah, that is worth noting.
Yeah, he's dead. Anyway, I totally agree with you. For me, it's a need to see more. Like, I do like this franchise a lot. And the trailer could have maybe been a little too much like the old style. Maybe the actual movie isn't so much, you know, in that visual vein. I think it still looks fun. It's just, I don't know. I was just a little... And I wasn't like... I didn't have high expectations, but I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting to like the trailer a bit more, which I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would. So it's a need to see more for me.
Well, I'm at least thrilled we have consensus. 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3, because otherwise it's game over, man.
Oh, very well done.
You up for this? We take their guns and free the hostages.
We're here to collect a toll from Bayawadi.
You ain't touching my stacks, bro.
This lady just shit her pants.
I did not shit my pants.
Are you calling me a liar?
No, someone did shit their pants. And I'm not gonna say who.
Things are looking up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. This is the Game Over Man trailer.
It took me way too long to realize what you were doing there.
Konami code, buddy. This is directed by Kyle Nowacek, who was a writer on Workaholics. And that makes sense because it's also written by Andrew Holmes, who is on Workaholics. It is also starring Adam Devine, Anders Holm, and Blake Anderson, who are all in Alcoholics.
It says it right in the trailer.
It's all adding up, doesn't it? Also, Shaggy's in it. Our random
wasn't me.
Our random shout out is going to go to Gaurav Shah, who plays hostage number 4. Hey, Gaurav, good job.
Good job, Garage. Garage?
Viraj. No, Gaurav.
Oh, Gaurav.
With a V.
God, man, I fucked that up all kinds of ways.
There's a really good chance I'm fucking it up too, so I'm not going to throw any shade.
All right, cool.
So, this trailer is about 3 waiters.
Yep.
They work for a hotel, and the party that they're waiting on gets taken over by terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
One of the hostages is Shaggy.
Up until that, I was going to say Die Hard style, but then Shaggy, so less Die Hard.
It is, but it is. It's definitely Die Hard as a comedy.
Yeah.
And so these 3 guys who are ill-equipped to take on terrorists, and that's basically the majority of the trailer. Although we have to call out how fucking amazing the button is at the end of this trailer.
Yeah.
So it's the 3 guys. They're getting into an argument
over whatever.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It'll probably come at like the hour and a half mark of the movie where things are getting serious, but we need to get over our shit to rule the day.
Pretty much. And so one of the guys is arguing. He turns around and his friend shoots a bullet and it hits an adjacent wall. He's like, "You just shot at me." "No, I shot near you." and then in response, the guy shoots near him. And then the guy shoots near the other guy, near him again. And then they're all just shooting around each other for a good 5 to 10 seconds until they run out of ammo. And they're just feebly, clicking the hammer on their pistols. And it's 100% visual. It's something that I can't really give justice just talking it out. But it's a great goddamn bit.
It's whoever edited this trailer, especially this part of the trailer, utilizes everything. And obviously this might be exactly how it is in the movie, in which case the credit goes to the movie editor too. But the reason it works so well is, like you said, it's all visual. Also, excellent use of silence and pause. Excellent use of music, bringing it in at just the right time.
Yeah, because it's silent after the first couple of gunshots, but then once it becomes clear that they're just going to shoot around each other for a while, it's the music just gently fades back up.
Exactly. Yeah. But quietly though.
Yeah.
It's like we're nothing too serious is about to happen here.
Right.
And then, but you think in your brain, I'm kind of this is going to end with someone accidentally shooting someone.
Nope.
You're diverting expectations here. Nope, they just run out of bullets and start clicking around.
And it's great too because, most of the trailer is just these guys are ill-equipped. But what I liked about it was, one, there was actual conflict between the 3 guys.
Yeah.
And in addition to it, it's having done this little petty pissing match with each other, now they don't have ammo.
That's I didn't even think about that.
And it's just, oh my god, that's amazing. Now I want to see, how are they going to get more ammo? Are they going to still shoot at each other once they get more? It's a really great bit. And to bring it on down, I wish the trailer had the same wit as that scene.
You're totally right. It's probably the funniest. It's probably the most I've laughed at a trailer, that moment, in a long time.
Yeah.
But
I was watching it, the first time I saw it, I was watching it in a daze, just kind of oh, okay, whatever. And then once that came on, I was just dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same. And I've told many people to watch it too, but I have to tell them, just stick it out. Stick through to the end.
Yeah.
You have to. And luckily, it does begin with some good stuff, too.
Yeah.
The Shaggy stuff.
The Shaggy bit is good.
really fun.
like willing Shaggy to sing along to the
Yes,
song
yes.
because one of the terrorists has a gun to his head and is like, "Say it wasn't me."
Say it wasn't me.
And then like the three guys are just like watching a TV helpless and they're like, "Sing it, Shaggy." And Shaggy starts to sing the song "It Wasn't Me," and then as if willing him because he wants him to live, one of the waiters is also singing "It Wasn't Me" to him.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I not only realized that I did not know as many words to "It Wasn't Me" by Shaggy as I did. Really, I came to realize I only know the chorus, which is the title of the song.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I appreciated it.
Also, I like how they forced Shaggy to sing the part in the song that is not Shaggy.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a great
I really
point.
enjoyed that aspect as well. Maybe he's like, "Sing It Wasn't Me." He started singing his part, and the guy is like, "No, idiot, the part that everyone knows." And he's like, "But that's not me." And he like fires near him to get him to sing it.
There you go.
Anyway, the Shaggy bit was good, and it like comes to a climax where you think, or at least I thought, you know, it holds silent on Adam Devine.
One of those.
Yeah. Not the Maroon 5 singer.
He's doing pretty well. I don't think he'll be offended.
Okay, so he's like singing the rest of the Shaggy song, and then it comes to a silence. He sighs heavily, and I just like think you're gonna hear a gunshot off frame, you know?
Right.
And then us go, shit, they killed Shaggy.
Right.
In the first like seconds of this trailer. Like, this is intense. But they didn't. They went into title cards and the actual Shaggy song. So there you go.
It would be great. It would actually be great if Shaggy was the low-key ringleader of the terrorist group. It was an inside job. It turned out it was
him. It totally
was
yeah.
him. Yeah.
He had an extra key.
Obviously, we're highlighting the two really good jokes, but like in the middle and stuff, like, you know, basically the running gag is these guys are ill-equipped, but at the same time, they're like running in guns blazing with machine guns, taking on like these guys and fighting and all this other sort of stuff. And like it just kind of seems mismatched with the really great bit at the end. You know what I mean? And we were talking before, the first time I watched the trailer, again, I was in a daze. I was initially interpreting it as, oh, these are just like three guys who are hanging out. And then once they see that Shaggy has been kidnapped, it spurs them to action.
That's right. You did tell me this.
And then once I realized, oh, wait, no, they're just waiters and they're working this party, I was like, kind of bummed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, okay, I guess they just sort of have to do it.
Yeah.
Then. Like there really isn't that big of a call for them, or like the stakes aren't really there.
Yeah. It would have been a pretty like crazy concept of a movie for them to just be Shaggy fans in town for a Shaggy concert, you know, and they're on the building next door and they find out Shaggy's getting held hostage and they're like, we need to go save Shaggy. That's what we need to do.
Totally.
This is happening. But you're right. And like, I think you told me that and I'm like, that would have been awesome. Unfortunately, no, Kevin, there's like this little bit of off-screen voice saying that they're waiters at the hotel. Right. And you were like, oh. Okay.
I was crestfallen.
Yeah. What would you rate this trailer?
Let's see. I would probably go ahead and give this a need to see more.
Okay.
Because I do really love those two bits. And so even if on the whole the movie doesn't do it for me, I'll at least laugh at certain points.
Yeah.
And so I would probably go ahead. Yeah, I'll give it that middle rating. Like I'm gonna save right now and then maybe come back to this a little bit later and see if I can beat the boss.
I totally agree with you. And excellent joke there. I did like it. I didn't want to steamroll right through it, but I kind of did.
It's okay. I was savoring it on my own.
Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This 100% would have been a never need to see it for me. But that end button joke,
it's just so damn good.
It's so good. And I have to believe there's more of that humor in this movie, which bumps it up to a need to see more for me, for sure.
Totally
So
agree.
Consensus all the way.
Look at us!
It is the year of consensus in 2007... Ooh,
18.
Sorry.
18. Yeah, no, we've already done 2007.
Yeah, we're done with that crap.
Hopefully we don't have to do that again.
Never going back ever.
Right.
Game over, man.
Exactly. All right. Well, I mean, I think that about does it for
Yeah,
us.
that does it. I got nothing else.
All right.
I am exhausted as Charlize Theron. as a mother.
Oh,
not the actress, but the character.
I
was
James,
in trouble halfway in there.
James.
Yep.
I'm here to help you. By saying, thank you very much for listening. Feel free to hit us up at trailerhitchmailbox@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on Twitter at trailerhitchpod. You can also hit us up on Facebook.
There you go. Yeah.
Please rate and review us on iTunes.
Yeah.
Good, bad, preferably good though. If you can go ahead and do that, that would be a huge help to us. And huge thank you to Danny Schmitz from Lost in a Name for our great theme song. Thank you so much to Casey Clowers for our awesome outro song, which you'll be hearing in a second unless James has something more to say.
I got nothing. Let's wrap it up, guys.
All right, cool. Thank you guys so much. We're excited for the new year. We're excited to keep giving you Trailer Hitch.
Absolutely.
We hope you have a great night.
Welcome back, guys. Have a good
without
night.
a sailor stitch, and you can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch. Trailer hitch.
Which again is funny.
We hope you're okay.
Fucking sirens, I swear to God. I'm gonna move far away from any firehouse or police station ever, forever.